Hey guys, so we're counting into a battle here. This is a battle in my T-54. As you can see from the stats that XPM is telling us, the other team is stacked with a couple of good players. Larkus, great player, Toolbox, and Manmoth are also pretty excellent players on the other side. Those are relic dudes. They've also got a couple other guys that are pretty good. Our team, on the other hand, is pretty low skill, so this is either going to come down to me doing a lot of work or our artillery managing to click the enemy guys pretty well. So my first idea here is to go into the middle and have a look and see. I expect that I'm going to see a bunch of their mediums there. But as you can see, I'm separating myself from the pack pretty quickly here, and I'm getting basically no support. Looks like the IS is heading to town, and we have a stream of guys going up to the Peekaboo region up there in the central part of the map. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to just crest. I don't want to actually take a shot here because the gun depression doesn't allow me to really get my gun down, but I do want to have a look and see what I've got there. So what's in front of me here? I see, sure enough, we got the Indian Panzer there, high quality player, somebody to look out for, and I'm spotted. So I back down really quickly. Definitely don't want to take fire here early. I know that I'm going to need all of my hit points. So I pause, take a look. Artillery takes a random shot. We see that that first of all, our town is extremely weak. The IS is the only one that's gone there. Everyone else is piled into the central region, into the Peekaboo region in the middle there. I notice that I am completely unsupported. So, since I don't want to be shot here without any gain whatsoever and be the only guy that's going to be a target here, I'm going to take one other peek, see if I can spot anybody else. Only show my turret. Sure enough, the Pershing is also there, and the Waffle. So that's trouble. At this point I decide I am completely isolated, and I might as well go and try to help my teammates win big wherever we can. Little misclick there on the T-95. So I head back. I'm going to take a look and see if I can get shots in the town here. It's not likely, but I think if I can sort of delay or make them believe in the town that there are people there, more than just the IS, I decided I was going to try to do that. Unlikely to get shots, though, because all the buildings in the way. So instead, I decided to head up into the Peekaboo region where the rest of our tanks are. I see Larkus up there in the top. That looks like trouble. IS-3 inexplicably standing back here. Apparently he's going to be sniping. So I decided to stay back here a little bit, see if I can get some shots. Get low, and then try to use my turret here as possible. Artillery can hit this region, but I'm trying to stay as quick and agile as I can. Try to be hard to hit. A little bit safer position over here. But he gets a little bit of plunging fire onto my front deck. Get a little bit of a lucky shot there, but one of the things that I say is, you definitely will not hit a shot that you don't take. So you might as well take the shot if you don't have anything else to shoot at the moment. A high risk shot may hit. A shot untaken will definitely not hit. So artillery is hitting hard here. So as I was talking about earlier, it's a little bit tough. This is a very tough situation for our guys. Go into the hatch here, see if I get a lucky high pen roll to get through the hatch. That one misses. I expose here. I get the lower plate of the KV-4. Desperately trying to repair. We managed to tie it up here. A lot of their mid-quality tanks have fallen. really would like to get Larkus out of the game here. He's a very strong player, and he's one that's definitely can make a difference over here if he's given the opportunity. I noticed the IS-8 and the Rheinmetall are over here. I want to get a little pot shot on that Rheinmetall. That IS-8 is a strong player, and before I can get a shot in, artillery one-shots the Rheinmetall. I noticed their mediums are pushing now. They also did not send very many people to the town, but I figure with our tank destroyers back, we should be in reasonably good shape. So I decided to make an attack here, which flanks the 110 and will perma-spot the IS-8. Larkus should be pretty safe, or is still pretty safe, but this is going to isolate him. So now I'm going to perma-spot the IS by proximity, the IS-8, looking to finish up. Larkus goes down. Artillery is helping us here, basically saving us. I'm looking to keep the IS-8 lit while the 110 is exposed, and I finally finish him. I decide now I'm going to take the IS-8. I poke here. This is a bad move. He's going to get a quick shot on me without any fire in return from me. So I decide I'm going to attack. We're going to attack hard here. His reload is longer than mine, and I've got teammates that should help. I figure I'm going to die here, but the KV-4 finishes the IS-8, who is flanked and tracked. So their mediums, their high-quality mediums here are pushing. Unfortunately for them, they're pushing separately. I don't think they're the platoon fellows. And this means that they are pushing into heavy tanks and tank destroyers, which is going to be very difficult for them. I'm a little leery of artillery here because I expect that they're probably in the town or far back. They can probably get a pretty quick shot on me. So I decided to move up behind the Pershing, trying to keep my keep these little rolling hills between me and the enemy artillery. No shot here in the Pershing. Gonna end up now. Our artillery again saves the day, killing their Indian Panzer. So really, artillery did a lot here, which shows you that even mediocre clickers can have a big impact on battle when RNGesus is with them. So now it's time for artillery hunting. Although Tubok's excellent player on the other team, he stayed quite a bit further back. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Wisely conserving his hit points, but probably he could have been a little bit more aggressive in the early part of the game. Looks like our artillery hit our own guy there. Very high quality shooting there. And this is when I engage auto aim very soon. After this, when I start to get ready to go on the move. The building eats my shot. I thought I'd be able to shoot through the building. Now I'm on auto aim because I'm going to fire on the move. I bounce off, I believe, his turret matlet there. Auto aim looks a little bit funny here with replays, but I was actually auto aimed at him, even though it didn't show it. So now it's an artillery hunt. We're going to check the back here quickly because I don't want to be shot in the rear. I do actually expect that they're in the town, but I want to make sure, check every nook and cranny here because I don't want to get shot from behind by an artillery piece. Looks like they're definitely in town, so I go hunting. Our artillery is feeling supremely confident. Look at them. They're calling for particular positions for us to spot for them. These very high quality players making excellent contribution here. I'm sure they do this every game in their artillery pieces. Oh, and there he is. The Crusader self-propelled gun here is here. I fire into the building. Look at that. There's some spotting damage for me. The M355 looking to shoot. I try to show him a little bit of track. Already does a massive 24 to him. And now for tankage. And he's on fire and is destroyed. Now we see the after action report here. Notice there's a lot of tanks on this. I had a lot of A lot of shots in, a lot of spots, some spotting damage. The team score, you see again that platoon of the Relic folks. They did quite well, in fact. Not a ton of damage necessarily among them, but they definitely were folks that did very well on their team. That IS-8 actually did quite well from his hidden position there, and I was lucky to get to force him and get a kill on him without getting killed in return. He very likely was going to do that. Overall, it was a game that was, as you'll see, very much influenced by our artillery. Whereas their artillery did very little, in fact, and that ended up being the difference in the game. So again, artillery, totally fair and balanced, obviously. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thanks again for watching.